What's going on, everybody? Travis with REC Garage, and in this video we are working on the 36 again. Jamming on it. I'm gonna get a lot done. It's gonna happen. All right, so doors are back from blasting. Driver's door has a couple dents here, some stretched out areas. Passenger side, a lot worse. Got to deal with those. Then I can have the doors swinging and latching. I might even do that first, then lock the rear end in place, and then finish all the custom stuff. So yeah, let's continue working on the 36. Finally, back on it. 32 out the door tomorrow morning. You will not see that. And I will have some room back. And I can just work on this solely. Don't have to worry about any other projects. Just literally get it done. Bottom right. Alright, so I've been working on this door here for a few hours, and it's getting there. This is the 7 that fits mostly up until about here's kind of still a high. It's still kind of high right here, so I got to work at it, get this down. The number 9 that's up here fits pretty good. Still out there, there's some light underneath. So it's pretty much just right here, that's high. You can kind of tell by the light there. It's a high spot here. So I'm gonna work on getting that down. But overall, I'm happy with how this is coming out. It's pretty smooth. I know it always looks weird. The shrinking disc kind of gives it that odd look to it, but and a little lumpy here. You can see the lights kind of acting weird around here. And then there's some more damage here and here I need to take care of, but this upper corner is fine. I'm kind of just working my way down, out, working my way through it. I didn't want to make a door skin for this because there's no rot on these doors. So once all the dents are bumped out of it, it's gonna fit the way it did from factory, and that's what I want here. The only thing that is not concerning, but the only thing that happened really was when I was unhemming this edge here, it just came off. I think from previous repairs they were grinding over here and kind of ground away the edge there, so that lip pretty much just came off, which is no big deal. Just make a tiny little strip, weld it to the edge, fold it over. But other than that, it's working out pretty good. I think I'm going to shrink this a little more, and then I just tuned up the power hammer so it hits very lightly, kind of almost planishing. So I'm going to bring it over there and see if I can kind of wash over the whole thing and even stuff out, bring up some of these lows, squish the highs. Like this here, I think it'll be good for the power hammer to just take care of that. There's a big low here, these little highs. So it's smush it down lightly with a big 3-inch die. I think that'll smooth that area out nicely. I might have to take the wood out of this side here to get at this dent. I didn't realize this one until I started working. Yeah, I can only get to about here, so might have to take that piece of wood out. Alright, so I've been busting ass on this door trying to get those dents out. As you know, it was terrible, smashed in. There's so many dings and dents in it, and I've been trying to get them out, and I think I did a pretty good job getting everything out. And I thought it was done, but I totally forgot about the piece in the corner that I showed you guys earlier. So I got to take that piece of wood out and massage that out, but that's pretty much it. And then the driver's door, it's only got like, well, normally it'd be a lot of damage, but compared to this door, it's a little bit. There's like, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 10 little golf ball sized dings from the inside out, which is weird. So I got to take care of that. But this door, look at this, baby. Check that out. Oh yeah. Nice reflection, no wobbles. It is a little, like when you get close up to it, there's some, you can tell, nice diggers from when the previous repair hit it in with a pick hammer. So those are still there, but it's going to get a skim coat and it'll cover those right up. That'll be no problem. I just wanted to keep the original metal. Obviously, like I explained before, it's going to fit perfect in factory. Not saying I couldn't make a door skin. That was complete and nice and factory, but it's here and there's no rot, so there's no reason not to fix it. But yeah, the only thing now is this guy here, this little digger. Yeah, I don't know if you can tell. It's pretty deep. All right, here we are. Finish out this corner. Nice and smoothed out. This door is almost all set. I just need to put the lip on the edge here, like I was talking about before. So I'm gonna cut a piece, do that now, weld that on there. I'm not sure. I think I want to put the wood back in first to kind of lock the panel like in place, so when I weld it, it doesn't move too much. I hope it doesn't. I know it's shrinking right on the edge of the panel. It's kind of, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I'm pretty confident we're going to be all right. I'll try to do what I usually do and tack it a bunch of places and then just weld it from top to bottom. I'm going to encounter some issues here because this spot right here is pretty thin. So is this. This is kind of thin here. Really thin here. You see it's kind of missing on the edge. This is good, and this is good here. So pretty much the middle here, where I had the most issues here, I'm probably going to have the same amount of issues there, but I think I'll be all right. All right, second door is done. A lot faster than the first one. I guess since I had to shrink and repair such a damaged panel, it helped me learn a lot on how to take out normal dings and dents, which I thought I had a nice grasp on, but this just solidified it and I learned a lot more. So this is the second door. You can see the reflection on it. Maybe, maybe not, I'm not sure. It's still got those weird marks, but it's all smooth. Just looks different, but that's fine. Once it has some grit attached to it, like if I took like a 36 to a DA, it would all get the same color and look and texture. But I'm really not worried about it. As long as I know it's smooth, it's good for me. And I'll show you guys. I know there's not much light around here, but look. Oh, did you notice? Vicky's gone. Woohoo! Now I finally have my fab area back. All my room now to swing panels around and build stuff. Yeah, what I was going to show you. So, take my 7. Pretty damn good. So, yep, that's these doors. Actually, I lied. They're kind of not finished. There's one thing on the passenger door that I haven't done yet, and that is weld that flange on.
Could you try again?
I'm not talking to you. This video is brought to you by Brunt, the brand that's transforming workwear. High performance workwear at honest prices. Stop overpaying to do your job. Sell high quality work boots and work apparel designed for real workers, built with the best materials and technology. Work boots you can count on. Tough as nails, light as a feather, real quality work boots and apparel. No bullshit. If anything by Brunt doesn't perform to your standards, return your purchase within 30 days for a full refund. They sell directly to you, no middlemen. Shipping and returns are free too, so go get you a set of boots. Mine, I honestly didn't know if I liked them at first, and then I wore them. I've been wearing them for about maybe 3 weeks now, and I love them. All right, so I got a little fancy here. This is the extra room for the rear end. See how it's offset for a 9-inch. For a 36 floor, oh, actually 40 floor, to get a little bit more room for the center of the rear end and also some exhaust, because he might bag this car in the future, and that will bring the rear end axle tubes all the way up into the notches in the frame. So we need a little more extra room here, so I gave this to my steel place. Here's the flattened out version, and they're gonna cut it out and bend it. I was gonna have them just cut it out and I was gonna bend it, but I don't have a finger brake. My little Harbor Freight 3-foot brake is not gonna cut it. So I think it's gonna be worth the money to have them bend it up for me. What the heck? It's gonna be all done, and all I'll have to do really is weld up these areas here, here, same on the other side, and then just kind of spot weld these flanges in where they meet up with the floor. Maybe have to make a couple filler pieces here and there, I'm not sure. This is kind of the rough shape, and I'm not even sure if it's gonna fit. I hope it does. I made a bunch of measurements, so, you know. So I got this patch shaped up in the power hammer. As you can see, it is beautiful. No waves, no nothing. Obviously the shape to it. Sits pretty good. Do have to put a tad bit of pressure here to let it sit flat, but you know, that's all good. It'll shrink up when I weld it. So it actually goes down here, but I don't want it to slide off. Fits just the same up here, down here. So I'm gonna map out where I need to flange. And I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna leave the corners alone and just flange down here and flange the bottom, and I'll make a little piece to weld on the edge for the corners, because I know it's not gonna, I'm gonna have to shrink it too much, and I don't want to risk distorting this too much. So just stop the flange on each side, do 3 separate flanges, tiny one, long one, tiny one, then, you know, weld those pieces in like I did the edge of that door. Okay, 39. All right, so I got this panel marked out. Got the corners cut out, and there's 450 thou on the flange for my flanging dies. They're probably supposed to be 1/2 inch, but every time I do a test piece, comes out 450 thou. So I'm probably just going to stamp it on the back of this, because I've done a test piece so many times because I forget what size that flange actually makes. So after that's all set, this should be the perfect size for the bottom here. So the only thing left to do really is to put it through the Pullmax and put a flange on these 3 sides. All right, so what you saw me do there, I tipped the lower anvil on the English wheel, so it's just on the edge, and I just went across each edge because I have, I think, an imperfection in my flanging dies where it always leaves a dent like across the whole edge. I don't know, about a 1/2 inch up. I think it's this here not being totally flat, so I think I gotta take care of that. But other than that, they work out fine. I just have to, one slow pass in the English wheel to bring that back level, and the panel's back to what it was before. Have a tiny little boo-boo here. I don't even know if you can see it. Right there. Panel got away from me in the flanging die, which, you know, it happens. Jeez. But you see how much shape is in this panel? A lot of shape for a little patch. So. right, guys, unfortunately, that's all I got done this week on the 36. I was almost ready to weld the patch into the trunk lid, and I got sidetracked with something. Somebody came over, kind of BSing for a little bit. You know, I didn't get it tacked up. I was hoping to get it tacked up. It just didn't happen. But next time, I'll be back on it. That'll be done. And hopefully the front end, I'll wrap that up too. I don't know why I just didn't do the front end, but I didn't. So I'll see you guys next video. Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing, clicking the bell, sharing the videos, doing everything you guys do. I really appreciate it. See you next time.